Meghan may have glistened with all of those bracelets and diamonds and the sleek outfit, which once again was reminiscent of something that perhaps Ginger Spice, aka Jerry Halliwell Horner, may have worn. Seemingly all white is the colour that Meghan now wishes to stand out in. Not too much of a nod to a Nigerian heritage, yet to see that traditional dress. But as ever, behind the scenes, it's the most exciting stuff. Because as Meghan and Harry once again decided to clutch mics, show empathy and do some terrible acting, whichever way you look at it, it's really the problem that even now her own team, quite literally behind the scenes, are saying, you need to do this. As ever, what is this? Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. And as ever, thank you so much for joining me. By the way, let's have a quick wave. Yes. Now, I wanted to share this with you because if you go on aeroplanes and you look at those things now and you think, oh, there was a luxury travel. And we did a video about that a while back, didn't we? About Pan Am and all those wonderful air hostesses that look so glamorous. On this day in 1919 was the very first time that airline food was served on a flight from London to Paris. You can only imagine what that was like. Apparently it wasn't exactly all latest fresh stuff, it was just simple fare. But obviously someone had that idea of basically serving food mid-air, and then very quickly, I don't know if you know this, but they even attempted to put a cinema up in the plane so that people could watch a silent film. Nothing is new, as we often say here on the show. Nothing is new, obviously, in the world of Harry and Meghan. What's interesting about this particular story is simply this. As we now know, they had their parenting summit alongside Carson Daly. Not many people turned up, sadly. And of course, the 7-car motorcade didn't do really much for the gas-guzzling, sort of eco-friendly duo. I mean, what are they thinking? Wherever they turn, seemingly it's bad PR. What is interesting, though, is simply this. Now, as you know, Harry and Meghan, they like to make sure that their piece is their story, their narrative, all of that sort of stuff. But the bigger problem is this. Behind the scenes, they now realise, that's their team, and as ever we have to say allegedly, that they can't do anything to repair the damage. You see, the bottom line is you can't go on about you're not alone on this journey, empathy, reaching out, all of that sort of stuff, talking about your own family, this one basically referring to her husband, Prince Harry, when you've simply cut off those closest to you. She refuses, Meghan Markle, to even reach out to her father. And again, we have to say allegedly. He has gone on television recently saying he's never heard from her in years. The sister, who sadly is disabled also, cut off. This sort of PR does not work well. It just is not the narrative that you can go down when you are very, very in the much public domain treating your own family this way. Let's not forget, of course, that Prince Harry lost his father. That was a headline. That's all thanks to Meghan again. He hasn't lost his father. You've cut them off. So while that big Endeavour company, William Morris, may want to try and spin it in any way that they want, this has been an unmitigated disaster. Obviously, they didn't get the front pages that they wished around the world because there are more important things going on. Unless they reach out to those that they've hurt the most, nobody is going to buy this latest new narrative. And that is the problem that Meghan and Harry are now faced with. They can smile and wave all they want, but it's simply not going away. Literally a disaster. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.